I'm here with Gary and Jared, the people who are actually behind the World of Warcraft. All right, so guys, tell us. So it's been 10 years since Warcraft first hit our screens, and how do you think it's changed over time? How has it developed as a game? Because when it first came around, it blew everyone away with the kind of content that it had and the experience that it offered. But 10 years down the road, what do you think that you have to offer that's different in the market now?
Oh, well, over the 10 years that we've been making this game, we've learned so much about the tech, the gameplay, just the look of the game. So I'm on the art team, and just the art alone, the progression that it's gone through is incredible for me working on the game. The technology increases every time. Everyone says, how can you work on a game for so long? I've been at Blizzard now 15 years. Every expansion is like a new game. There's new challenges because we're constantly trying to top ourselves. We're trying to top the last expansion, and make something better and better, make it look better, make it play better. So this expansion, we have the new playable characters, which was incredibly difficult for us. It was a lot of work. It adds a lot of performance issues that we had to tackle. So we have the garrisons that went through a lot of iteration.
Absolutely.
It wasn't quite what we wanted every time. It was we weren't sure if we were going to, if this is something we wanted to do or not. And then with our last iteration, we were the happiest with. It's been that way working at Blizzard, for the whole time I've been there. If we don't like something, we get rid of it. That's why we take so long to get stuff done. But it's worth it in the end, because really all we're doing is making the game that we want to play. And it turns out now 10 million people seem to like the same game we do, so it's super fun to work on.
Absolutely, yeah.
What do you think of how it's changed over the years?
But even before, I've only been at Blizzard for a couple of years now, and even before, when I was playing, I played all 10 years.
Yeah.
One thing I always used to say was the game was, like you said, it's fantastic. It came out, blew everyone's mind, and blew my mind. And every update, every patch, every expansion, it just gets better, right? More awesome things are added, new creativity, new amazing
Absolutely.
art. Gary mentioned the garrisons, right? In addition to being a huge kind of design and art hurdle, there was also an enormous technical thing to overcome. So that's been what's really interesting for me in my line of work is just we now have to have a copy of a garrison for every player online forever. That's an enormous technical hurdle we never had to cross before. So
Jared's job is to make sure the servers are running.
Yes.
He's got to make sure that everything is working. If there's a problem,
absolutely,
you call this guy. And no, I'm just kidding.
We'll flash his number across the screen.
Right here,
Exactly.
Yeah. Never get another wink of sleep again.
Yeah, well,
nice.
what I especially like is the fact that how it's grown within the game itself, in terms of the other additional content, the mini games, the other things you do. What's the idea behind, say, when you introduced pet battles and now when you've introduced garrisons? What else can we see after that, do you think? And why this introduction to begin with? It's already a big game.
Absolutely. I can't. I've spoken to the person Corey who invented the pet battles and things like that, and I think most people that came from just a love of those type of games, Animal Farm, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, etc. All those games, we just love them, and so we just want to kind of put our own spin on them, right? Throw a little thing in the game that we want to do. Like Gary was saying, that's what we want to play, right?
Exactly.
We just thought it would be a fun, interesting, cool thing to add to the world. Some people love it. Some people are great, enjoy it for a little while, and move on. It's a little bit of everything for everyone, and I think that's kind of one of the great things about WoW, right? You can do RP, you can raid, you can do all these things, and I feel like that sort of thing. It's kind of nodding to things we liked before, and I feel like the garrisons. What excites me about it is it takes me back to Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, building my base. That's my base that I get to launch my assaults from and defend from invaders or from the Iron Horde, and that's super cool for me. I'm super stoked about that.
Right. We add those things because they're fun, because it's stuff that we like to do in the game. So some people ask me, what are you working on now? Well, we're working on the next expansion. We're going to be working on more and more stuff for this game. we will constantly support this game as long as fans and people are going to play this game. So it's all just adding more stuff, trying to make it bigger. Like I said, we're trying to improve every time. We're always pushing ourselves. So the reason we're adding all these little garrisons and doing the work to get that stuff in is because we think it's fun. It's just more stuff that we want to do. We've got lots more stuff we want to do that we just haven't put in yet.
Well, you said you're working on the next expansion. What is it? I thought I'd just throw in there. They're not allowed to talk about it right now.
It's going to be awesome is what it's going to be.
All right, I hope so. One big thing, or something that I see that WoW's done different with this expansion is that, or a big difference with WoW is that that I found, because I've been playing since Ultima Online, since you've had Gmuds and Muds.
Yeah, cool,
and
cool.
yeah, and the thing is, when you hit level cap, that's it. You're about done. But with WoW, I find that's when the game really begins.
There's a lot more to do.
There's a lot more to do. But with Warlords of Draenor, or just to the lead up, you've got level 90 boosts. So why introduce something like that?
That's a
what's
good
the
question.
idea behind
Absolutely,
it? Yeah.
The idea behind that is that if you're coming back to WoW, if you haven't played for a long time, and you have all your friends who are already level 90, well, now you can join your friends and have fun right away with them. But WoW is about choices. You don't have to do that. My favorite part about WoW is the 1 through 10 experience, Like, I just like leveling. I don't like the end game content, but to some people, they would rather start there and do that. So you can do whatever you want. So this gives people choices to play with their friends who have been playing for a while, or you could start a new character, level him up to 90 right away, have fun doing that. It's just about choice, just about fun. We thought it would be fun. We liked the idea, so we introduced it to everyone.
Fantastic. And both Gary and Jared are just off BlizzCon. Am I right?
Yes,
Very much.
Best BlizzCon ever, by the way.
It was Metallica Rock.
Can you believe Metallica?
I know.
My
yeah.
favorite band. I couldn't believe they were on stage talking about Blizzard stuff. That was
I
incredible.
about lost my mind when they were.
I had
It was
my
fantastic.
Metallica t-shirt that day. It was unbelievable that they were there.
It is. And what do you think about the community in Singapore over here? Is it bigger? Is it better? Is it more passionate or less? What do you think?
You know what? The community everywhere, it's the same people. We're all the same folks, We're all gamers. We're all the same people, They're like-minded folks. You're going to see them whether you're in Germany or whether you're in Singapore or wherever. These are the same folks. I feel a kinship with everyone no matter where you go. It's those type of people. You know what I mean? They're all like we're friends right away. I met people in 2 seconds. I could invite them to my house, I don't care where they're from. They're awesome. I love gamers, right?
Absolutely, yeah. No,
They're the best people.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'm just here with a bunch of friends.
This is just
Yeah.
like a continuation of BlizzCon, just walking
Absolutely.
around, talking to people, and just enjoying being around people who love the same things I do.
Yeah, and it's okay
that's
to
all
be
that
like
it is.
this.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
It's okay
absolutely.
to dress up. It's okay to have your fans. You can be yourself here, or anywhere.
And are there any other stops in Asia, or is this it for you guys?
This is it for us. I think they're doing some other things. I'm not really sure. I can't really say. I believe there are other events. But this is for, I wanted to come here. This is what they sent out a thing, and I
So
said,
this is what you
Singapore.
ticked off, yeah.
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah.
I got lucky. We both got lucky
Very
that we
lucky,
got
very
picked.
lucky. Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
kind of a last minute thing because another guy canceled, and
right.
and I'm so glad it was me. And I'm like, yes, I want Singapore.
Cool.
So
Absolutely.
Awesome
I don't want to
city.
leave. Honestly.
yeah, we have to go home tomorrow
I
morning.
know.
But
It's so sad.
No, you know what? I think we are the lucky ones, and thank you very much for such a great game. And
thanks,
10
Ed.
years, so happy birthday.
yeah,
of sorts.
thanks, man. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.